All right, hello, all you night readers. I know you guys aren't expecting me this afternoon, but here I am. We are doing donation only Lenormand readings today, just for an hour. Um, see what's going on, and that is the deal. So you get 2 cards for $1, 3 cards for $3, or 5 cards for $5. And again, these are Lenormand only readings. Lenormand readings. All right. The 2 ways you could donate, there's the barcodes right there. Okay. Hey, CM. Trying something different today. Right? Those are ways to donate. You can donate at PayPal. You can donate at the website, nightreadertarot.com. You can barcode scan for PayPal. You can barcode scan for Square. Any of those ways will work. I know, CM. I know. Something different. Something to try. I don't know. I have no idea. And honestly, I just told my wife, I said, if nobody shows up by like 3 o'clock, I'm out. I didn't either. I came up with this like an hour or 2 ago. Yeah, I didn't either. So, hey, MPT, welcome. So, yeah, I'll give it till 3 o'clock, see if anybody shows. If nobody shows up, I'm out. Then I know this won't work. But it was worth a try. Just something, something I just planned a few hours ago. I can't get this to focus. Come on, focus. Come on. You can do it. Oh, focus. Come on. Woo. Yes, there's my close up of my hand. Would you like to do palm readings? That's even worse. That's even worse. Oh, there we go. There we go. Yeah, it might be better, CM. Donations only may be a turnoff, but you know what? If people knew how much, if I got paid by the hour for the amount of work I've done on this, on just learning Lenormand, I'd be making a fortune, even at minimum wage. At minimum wage, you figure I've been doing this now. I've had this deck for 14 days, and I have probably studied Lenormand for 85 to 90 hours. But we will be having our regular show tonight. We'll have our regular show at 6 o'clock Eastern time. Don't forget that, of course. 6 o'clock Eastern. Like every night. CM, I have to get 1,000 followers. I have to have 1,000 subscribers, excuse me, to get Super Chat. And I think it's 3,000 watched hours. 3,000 watch hours. You do you? You gotta know right now if what you can do. Let's see, where are we? What can I do to stop feeling overwhelmed and irritated so often? That is a good question. All right, let's see what we get here. Let's see what we have for you. Oh, I got 4 cards, but that's okay. I know that was one of the options, now was it? Hang on a second, and let me see. And there's your 5th card. All right, so I am willing to say, how can you... Yeah, CM, I find it easier too, but it's not happening until I get to 1,000 subscribers. So keep those subscribers coming in. I can't get past 140 for some strange reason. All right, so how do you stop feeling overwhelmed and irritated so often? I think you open yourself up too much right now, right? You need to be more of a closed book, right? And that will keep you from anything that is big and irritating at this point. You want to make things much smaller. You want things to be much more short term, much more relaxing. And the tree tells you all about health. It's all about body. It's all about health. And, so you want to have some type of, mental health. The stork tells you that things are getting better. Things will get better. So you got book, tower, child, tree, and stork. So yes, I think if you close your book a little bit, if you close yourself up a little bit to people, then the big things won't matter as much. But the little things, then you can just deal with the little things, and that'll help your health. And if that helps your health, of course, then, things will get better. Things get better by helping your health. Make the big things smaller. And that's the way to do it. That is the way to do it. Thank you, Sunflower Tarot. Yeah, so Super Chat would be very, very simple. That would be great. But yeah, that was That was something I looked into right away. How do I get super chat so I can get that up there and going and make it easy, right? Yeah, and then I found out how, and I was like, oh my goodness, how am I ever going to get to 1,000 subscribers? But you got to remember, it's only been, how long is it? I've only been doing this since, the last couple weeks of March. So it's only been 4 months maybe. You are welcome, MPT. Sunflower Taro, you made a donation? Let me take a look. Yes, you certainly did. Oh my goodness, thank you so much for your generous donation. Do you have questions? I have answers. Or did I just completely miss your question? Is it up a little higher? I mean, it's not like there's a lot going on. No, I didn't miss them. Do you have questions? Yeah, but 1,000's a lot. I do think positive, but I can't get past 140. I cannot get past 140. I had 142 once, and then it went back down. Just general with the a general Lenormand. Okay. All right. So you have, what do you have here? I know I always turn them over in the wrong direction because I'm left-handed for some things. All right, so you got letter, stork, cross, moon, and lily. Ooh, lily. Lily is a very interesting card. So, generally speaking, I think you're going to get some type of news, but it's not going to be like business news. It's not going to be like news like CNN or something like that. It's going to be, somebody's going to tell you something by like text message or an email, and it's going to be good news. It's going to be good. It's going to be something that makes things better, and I think that it will also have to do with, I think it'll have to do with their health. It's going to have something to do with their health right now. I think, your intuition will come into play because you do have intuition. You do have that gut feeling, right? And use that because that's going to help you with the health situation that will be coming for this person. Again, the same thing here with the moon. I do see, this will be, it's something you've known about, and it's something you're a bit afraid of. But the Lily said, Lily tells me that you can control it. So you're going to be able to control your intuition. You're going to be able to control your fear about this health situation. And it will get better once you receive the message from someone. So that is what I get. That is what I get for you, Raina. Thank you so much. Hello, Basantara. Thank you. Thanks for stopping by. Monika, are you still here? Or are you just hanging out, waiting for me to give into a free reading right now? Free readings are 6 o'clock tonight, Eastern Time, which is 3:30 a.m. Delhi time. I know. Thank you, Sunflower. My dear friend Raina. Thank you, thank you. I'm glad. I'm really glad. It's good to have you here. It is good to have you here. These are beautiful cards. But there's only, in the Lenormand deck, there's only 36 cards. So you do end up seeing the same card a lot. The same couple of cards, especially if you have I have 5 kids, a dog, and a cat. Get out of here. How'd you have 5 kids and you're only like 20 years old? Yeah. So. No? No? I thought so. I do only get a tiny little picture here. All right, 25. You're right. All right, so yeah, we're just hanging. I'm just kind of hanging. Get out. 38. Wow, you're catching up. I stopped. That was it. I decided I was not going to age anymore, and or at least I wasn't going to count them anymore. So people are catching up with me now. I have, what do I have? I have 33, 32, and 29. You could be like that older daughter. I would have had to have been quite young, but that's okay. You guys are getting all that rain out there in Michigan? No, Illinois. Illinois. Yeah. It's the, all right, so MPT, it's the 12th anniversary of your 38th birthday. Yep, craziness, I tell you. I am New Jersey. New Jersey, Sunflower. Raina. Whichever you prefer. Whichever you like. There you go. Yeah, craziness. Yep, New Jersey is the place that I am from. It's okay. You hear bad things about it, but it's, it's not that bad. It isn't so bad. I live out in the country, so it's like very quiet here. Not much goes on. I mean, the loudest, well, we live right in between 3 military bases. There are 3 military bases that make a big triangle all around our house and our town. My town only is a town of, like, I don't even know. I think I'll tell you in a minute. Because it was like some piddly thing. Yes, our population is 802. 802. And that may be less by the time we do the census. But yeah, so there's 3 big military bases, and the one that's closest to us, we are like off-centered in this triangle. And the one that is closest to us is where the huge military transport planes take off. They take off, and they're the ones that carry the tanks and the cars and the, not usually people, but all the really big equipment that they have. Yeah, those size planes, huge. And they fly, their flight zone is directly, they go right over my house, so low because they're so close to landing that I can read the numbers on the bottom of the plane. It's crazy. Yep. It is absolutely crazy. So that's life here in my little town. That's all about it. 802 people. Yeah, not many. Not too many. And they're spread out. Lots of corn in the middle of Illinois, central Illinois, and right, you're in Chicago, so there's lots of people there. And you got the Bears. Yeah, it's close, but in my previous marriage, our house was, what was it? 80 feet. 80 feet from the transit train tracks. So the transit train would go by all the time. And New Jersey Transit, especially in the summertime when people would be coming because it would go to New York. You could get it all the way from New York down to where I live, which was at the beach, near the beach. And it was crazy because the train runs much more frequently in the summer. So you'd be out back, grilling and barbecuing or having a party and stuff like that. And next thing you know, whoosh, there goes the train by and they honk the horn and, it would be crazy. So that was, it was loud there too. When I was growing up, we had a first aid siren that was less than a block away from my house. So it was loud if there was a first aid call. It was an old air raid siren that they used to use. So I've never had quiet. You just get used to it and you don't realize that it's even happening. I don't realize when things are happening. I completely forgot about the train after a while. I completely forgot about all the other stuff. I completely forget about these planes that go over until I'm outside and I actually see one. And then when I see one, boom. But you are right in the city. Hey, Yvonne, I saw you. I'm talking and talking, but hello, Yvonne. I should welcome you. Hi. It's good to have you here. I am doing something crazy today. I'm doing Lenormand readings, which are getting very good. They're getting much better. But I'm doing donation only this afternoon for an hour at the most. But I'll have my regular show tonight, so don't worry. I will be here. Yeah, see? Yeah, once you get used to the sound, then it doesn't bother you. You don't realize it's there anymore. Hey, Kayla. I didn't know I was coming on either until a few hours ago. It was like this crazy snap decision. I'm going to try and I'll do Lenormand readings because they're actually coming out much better. And I will, but it's going to be donation only. But I'll have the regular show later, so. The regular show, of course, tonight is tarot. Back to tarot until next Wednesday, which will be good. So, I appreciate you guys coming by and stopping in and sitting here. We're having a nice chat. We're chatting about how tiny my town is. Yeah, sure, CM. All right, what's happening in August? Wow, you got the cross in the tower also. We had the cross before. I think that there is going to be... I think something is going to go on that is related to religion and church. I think, that you got cross and tower. Tower is a large institution, some type of a big company or some big type thing, and of course churches are usually big deals, right? And of course you got cross to go with it, which really kind of gives me that religion and prayer kind of feeling right there. So yeah, I think that's what's going to happen. I think you'll start going to church or going back to church. If you already go, I think you will continue to go. I think you'll be praying for things that are causing you pain. I'm sorry. All right, so you're an atheist and do not go to church, and that's why I got the moon. That is why I got the moon. The moon changes everything. It completely darkens over the church. Completely darkens over the church. And so this is now no, I don't go to church anymore because I got the moon. The moon kind of covers the church, right? It makes it dark so you can't see it. So it's a no church type thing. Now the cross still means a lot of different things, and before we had it where it meant health, and that was important because it was a reading that I think went along with health for Raina. But I still think that you feel like you have a cross to bear, right? You have a burden on you that just won't go away. I really do. I think that that's the case. I think that's how that goes. So really, the moon kind of trumps out the church, and it leaves you with a burden that you are dealing with. It definitely does that. Yeah. See, now if you got this, it would have been you're very happy. You're better now but things have been gnawing at you, right? You're better now, but things have been gnawing at you. It's been causing stress and anxiety, and you've been having that stress and anxiety over money issues. I think money issues are causing you stress and anxiety, but things will get better. How about that? Does that make more sense for you, CM? I think so. I think so. I think that will go along with what you are. What's going on with life right now for you? So I am not really familiar with atheism. And I don't know if it's that you do not believe in God or a higher power, or it's that you don't believe in religion or like organized religion, especially. So, yeah. So, yep. It was quite a day. And then I decided, maybe I should do this craziness. Maybe I should do something crazy like Lenormand donation only kind of crazy readings. So here we are. But it's nice to have you guys here. It certainly is nice. It's nice to talk to you. It's always good to talk to y'all. I know. It would be better if I just text or something. You don't have to hear my voice too much. But that's okay. You're stuck. Well, you don't have to be stuck, though. You can always leave. You don't have to stay. But I like when you stay. Oh my God. Am I getting paranoid? Trying not to make eye contact with your dog. Yeah. Because he wants something. Does he want to eat or does he want to go out? Okay, so I get it, CM. I get it. And that's all right. Everybody has different beliefs. I get that too, and I understand that, and it's just the way it is, right? She wants your food. Oh, you're eating. Yeah, that's definitely a tough one. When Kelly and I first got together, my beagle, because I have a dog and she had a dog, so now we have two dogs. Mine's a beagle, full-blooded beagle. He's 15 years old. I've had him since he was just under 1. So yeah, he's been with me for a long time, and so I didn't even think to tell her. I figured out she has a dog so she would know. So I never thought to tell her, hey, don't leave your food anywhere that the dog could possibly get it. And she made beautiful bacon cheeseburger for herself. This is way, like I said, way back when we first got together. And she made this beautiful bacon cheeseburger and all this stuff. And, I had the whole thing. And she ran out to the kitchen to get something. And in 2 seconds, the dog had the whole burger in his mouth and almost down his throat. That was it. Boom, it was gone. Hey, Judy Anderson, how are you? Yeah, so the whole burger was completely gone. And she was like, oh my God. I said, oh yeah. I said, doesn't your dog do that? She says, no, he doesn't care about food. I said, oh, mine's a beagle. He cares. He'll eat anything and not even know he ate it. It's gone so fast. But yeah. Yep. So it was funny. We laugh about it. We laugh about it still to this day. We have a good time with it. That's cool. That's very interesting. Nope, there were no onions or tomatoes on it. It was just bacon, cheese, and burger, and 2 buns, and boom, the whole thing. And I mean, he's got a huge mouth. It opens up really wide. Not that he would ever bite anybody or anything like that, but he could practically get his mouth around your leg, basically. But yeah, all of a sudden it was like two quick bites, boom, boom, and that thing was down and it was gone. She saw it and she was like in shock. How did he do that? Yes. Yeah. That was lucky. We were lucky he didn't have those. Yeah, there's not much that he is. There's not much that he won't eat. That's for sure. He doesn't like vegetables at all. No veggies. Just like me. He's just like me. No veggie dog. He is. So, yeah, donation only. Lenormand readings. It was a trial kind of thing. It was a trial deal. See what happens. See what happens. See if anybody shows up. See if, generate a little business. Try to generate a little business at least. Your dog loves broccoli and carrots. Wow. Nope, mine won't eat those. He would spit them out. If you hide a pill, if you hide a pill in his food, he will eat all the food around it and leave the pill. So when you have to give him medication, you either have to break it, you have to like mash it up like into a powder and pour it in there and then mix it into his food, or you have to like shove it down his throat, and I hate doing that. That's the worst. That just makes me feel bad because I feel like I'm hurting him. He used to be a barker. My old house used to be kind of set close to the road, so people would walk by, since we weren't far from the beach, and they would walk by and he'd bark at everybody walking by. But now we're set so far back from the road that you don't see anybody. Nobody walks past our house anyway. And yeah. So Yep. So now he doesn't bark at anybody. He does not bark at anyone. All right. 4 of hearts, right? 4 of hearts. You take the 4 of hearts. You stick it right there in the middle of the deck, right? That's about the middle, wouldn't you say? You stick it right there in the middle of the deck. Give it a shake like that, and look at that. It's the 4 of hearts. It's still the 4 of hearts on top. Watch, I'll show you again. Take that card. You put it right there in the middle. Right in the middle of the deck. You stick it in there like that. Shake, rattle, and 4 of hearts. Yep, we've tried the soft treat trick. He eats around that too. He's quite amazing. He is very smart, and that's the problem. He's too smart for his own good. He is too smart for his own good. Yeah, pill pockets, I know. Yep. They do. They make them for dogs. They make them for cats, and I have had them for the dog, and he eats half of it, and the other half sits there with the pill stuck to it because he's licked away at it so much. Oh, that was terrible. He's licked away at it so much that it's sticky, and then it sticks to the other half of the pill pocket. Right? Queen of spades. You take it centerish. If you want center. Yeah, you know what? We could do even lower. We could do lower than center. But right there. Queen of spades, right? Queen of spades. Yeah, magic tricks. Nothing like them. I got a huge box full of magic tricks. I used to do magic. I used to do a lot of things. I used to be able to do a lot of stuff. Judy says she's still sleepy from work last night. It was super busy, but you feel good and you're about to burst open. I'm thinking the HelloFresh box just came in Tuesday. Oh, yuck. Sorry, Judy. I'm sure it's delicious to you. I'm sure it's very delicious stuff in there for you, but for me up here, eyes up here, yes, this is me. Yeah, there you go, MPT. See, he's the pill pocket and right around the thing, right around the pill. So yeah, I don't do vegetables or fruit or seafood. None. Or anything with the word salad in it. Anything with the word salad. If it says salad, that's it. I'm done. Out. There you go. Judy, Denise wants to know how you enjoy it. Hey, Ms. Wheats, how are you? I know. Here we are. We are here, just hanging. We're kind of just hanging. See if anybody new shows up. And we're doing donation only Lenormand readings. Lenormand by donation. I am. Yeah, I like beef. I like, chicken and turkey and stuff like that. The fox, right? The fox. Take the fox card. Put it right there. Right there in the middle. Right? Right in the middle. Just like that. Give it a good shake like that. And it's still the fox. So now you know it wasn't a fake deck or something crazy like that when you can do it with Lenormand deck cards. The fox equals your X. Oh, that could be. There's a good chance of that. A lying, cheating person who's, deceiving and clever, who will outsmart you if you let them. Well, he sounds like a ball of fun. He does. Okay. The PayPal is there it is. PayPal.me/nightreader326. And I will shuffle up and deal here for you while you're doing that. Oh, that wasn't a good shuffle. That was not good. Much better. These are easy to shuffle. They're big cards, though. These are the same size as like the Anna K deck. They're really big. There is no grand tableau cloth like you've seen for some of them, because it would have to be over 3 feet wide. My wife and I measured it out. It's crazy. So, yeah, Anna K. I love Anna K. I love the Anna K deck. That was probably the first. That was not my first deck. It wasn't my first deck, Anna K. But it was the first one that I really connected to so closely. Right, I had that really close connection with the Anna K deck. And then when Kitty Cat bought me the Light Seers, I felt that same connection to that deck. So I used them. I use the two of them back and forth most of the time. I do throw in my old Llewellyn deck. That was my first one, Llewellyn, the classic Llewellyn. And I throw in Tarot and Wonderland. Or Wonderland and Tarot, as the book says. I don't know why they switched it. But, yeah, so... But I really have a strong connection to Anna K and Light Seers. So... What do we got going on, Ms. Wheats? What do we have? Yeah, I had a basic. I have it still. I mean, I have a basic rider weight deck that I actually bought second. I bought that after. I also have, I have an Oracle deck called Wisdom of the Oracle that I've probably never shown anybody. I've never really used it. I mean, I've got the good old plain old rider weight. I had a rider weight deck way back when I was a teenager for a little bit of time. And I had a book that, I bought a book that went away along with it. Ugh. Oh yeah, no problem. I'll put it back up there for you. So yeah, I had the rider weight and I bought a book that went directly along with the Rider-Waite deck, and it was nice. It was cool. I didn't really know what I was doing, so it was like, okay, well, here's the cards, and I'll read what the meanings are, and that's what you get. It is what it is. Whatever. Yeah, I have these. These are gigantic. Look at the size of these compared to Anna K, which is tiny compared to these gigantic monsters. They're huge. This is Wisdom of the Oracle. Actually, it's a very, very pretty pastel style deck, right? And it's Oracle cards, just like the one the Tarot Oracle made that, like yesterday was Delays, right? It has it's got pictures and it's got things on it, like, cleaning it up. Yeah, cleaning it up. Not for you. Breathe. That's a nice one. Flexible. Fork in the road. All that glitters. New life. That's pretty. Observer. That one's cool too. Yin. Yang. Chop wood. That's interesting. Message in a bottle. They are a... It should be right at the bottom of the screen there, Ms. Sweets. PayPal.me/nightreader326. Or if your phone scans, if you have a barcode scanner, this will take you right to PayPal. This barcode right there. Otherwise, it's right there. I know the size of my hand, which I have like little girl hands. So, yeah, serendipity, to the sea, here and now, the fates. That's cool, right? Regeneration, mending, co-create. That one's cool. I like that one a lot. Co-create. That's neat. That's a neat one. A leg up. Sometimes you just need a little help, right? You need a leg up. That's it. Sometimes you just need a little help. Yeah, so I mean, it's a pretty deck. It's like 65, 70 cards, something like that. And I was all set to use it, and then Tarot Oracle's deck came, right? His deck, this one that we use, and I was like, oh well, you know what? I will use his deck because it's like, he's been good. He's helped me out with things when I need to, and so give him a little bit of free advertising. What the heck, right? You sent me the link through text. Oh, okay. I'm just waiting for it then. Oh, so okay, sorry, wrong person. Yeah, Raina sent you the link through text, Ms. Weeds. I swear it's there. I bought this really cool box to put my tarot cards in. My first, when I had the Llewellyn deck, when I only had the Llewellyn deck, I bought this really cool box. It looks like a book, right? Looks like a nice book. It's got felt on the back. It looks like pages. It's got dragons on the front. Very cool dragons. And you open it up, and then you put your cards inside. then you can put your cards right in there. It's very cool looking. It's a cool thing. And then I started getting decks left and right. I bought a bunch of them, so I got bags. I ended up with bags, and I got multicolored. There's like four bags, different colors. Black and blue and red and green, I think. I think that's what I ended up with. So, yeah. All kinds of stuff. Yeah, the box is cool, isn't it? Love the dragons. I love the dragons. That was so cool. I had to have it. My daughter-in-law is actually the one who got me back into, not that I was really into tarot before, because like I said, I wasn't. Way back when I was maybe 20 or so, a friend of mine was into it, and he's like, oh yeah, buy this. Buy the book and you can do readings. All you gotta do is look them up. All you gotta do is look up the meaning of each card, and then that's what it is. And I was like, okay, sure. Why not? I was like 20, 21 maybe. And yeah, so I did. I never got into it. I really never got into it. Never had an interest. And then, I was married at the time to my first wife, and he was like, yeah, you'll be into it. Next thing you know, he ran off with my wife. So very interesting. Very, very interesting. Yeah, these are, believe it or not, Yvonne, these are almost the size of my hand too. I got tiny little hands. All right, fine. I have tiny little girl hands. My wife's hands are bigger than mine. But she's taller than me too. I'm short. I'm only 5.5 feet tall. I'm not a big guy. I didn't really have a chance. Nobody in my family is very tall. Oh, there we go. All right, so there you go. What made me interested in tarot now? Back, my son and daughter-in-law and my grandson were living here from July of last year until the end of February, basically, of this year. And she had this little tiny tarot deck. And she's like, oh yeah. And I've been married. This is my third time. This is marriage number 3, Yvonne. But yeah, so she had this tiny deck. It was only like this big. It was like a mini deck. And she's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do a reading for you. I'm gonna do readings for you. And I was like, okay, go ahead. Have a good time. Do readings. I'm just gonna sit here, play video games while you do it. And the more she kept doing it, it was like, oh, you know what? I did this once. I could probably learn this and do this again. I could probably learn this and really do it the right way if I actually worked on it. So and that was in December. And then it was like, I didn't feel like it anymore, so I stopped. Because I'm not the most studious person. I hated studying. I hated school, and I also have like the attention span of a small flea. So it doesn't take me long to lose interest in something. All right, so here's what you got. These are the cards you ended up with. Mountain Clouds, Ship, Heart, and Mice. I know mice is hard to see over there at the end, I'll show it to you. They're cool. The mice are cool. They're not. It's not a good card to have, but they're cool looking. It's a cool looking card. This whole deck is cool looking. It's revival art. It's the revival art Lenormand. All right, so you're looking to have a reading that is general for August about working finances. Okay, so working finances. So here's the thing, and here's the problem. You've got a lot of things going on. Oh, now it's going to get blurry on me because I put the box away. Come on. All right. The mountains and the clouds are completely obscuring you from anything going on right now. Right? First you have the mountains, which are the obstacles. They're cleared up for me. First, the mountains are obstacles in your way. Right? They are barriers. They're the problems. This is the problems that you're having. The thing is, the problems can't be seen because they're very unclear. They're hidden. These problems are hidden by the clouds. Now the ship tells me that, you will move into something better financially, something better, job-wise, that'll make you feel more financially secure. And I think that, whatever it is that you end up doing will also really be something that you love. You'll love doing it, right? So you'll love to do it. The problem is, it's giving you stress. The whole idea of finances right now is giving you stress and anxiety, right? You can see in the mice, they are eating away, right? They're eating away at you. It's very clear. Lenormand cards really only mean one or two, maybe three things at the most. You don't read into them. It's not like tarot where I would read every little bit of the card. It's mice. It means this and this and this, and that's it. But that card really only means one thing. Stress, anxiety, eating away at you, stealing from you, right? Taking from you, taking like bills, taking money away from you. Taking that money away from you is not going to help you. You need to love your job. You need to love what you're doing. You need to have a new adventure and love it. But right now, there's too many obstacles, and you can't even see what the obstacles are, because those obstacles are clouded. They're hidden. Things are very unclear. So I don't know I don't see things getting better until you can figure out what those obstacles are. The ship, that also is moving. It's also a long distance. So if it was like a relationship reading, that'd be a long distance relationship kind of deal. So, yeah, so you're thinking about changing jobs, but you're afraid. The last time you switched over to the hospital here in Memphis, you were treated so wrong. So you've been working in a different state. Yeah. And even though the commute is long, yeah, that's why you had the ship. Long distance. There you go. You really love the place, but you're thinking it might be time for a change. Yeah. That's the obstacle, right? I think the obstacle is that long commute, which is the ship, is the long commute. And that's the obstacle, but you don't see it as an obstacle right now because you're doing it every day, and you're still doing it every day. But I think you'll find something you love to do. That's what the heart was about. And then the mice, like I said, it's just The problem is the money situation is really stressing you out. It's really making you feel um, stressed and anxious. And again, it's eating away at your insides. Ooh, I shook everything that time. It's just eating away at you more and more and more. The Lily card. CM says the Lily card seems a little complicated. So Lily is a wonderful card if if you like sex, because that's really what it means. The Lily card means, things are things to do with sex, or being sexy, or being sensual, or innuendos, or being dominant over someone. I know you wouldn't think that of the lily, but that's what it is. Of course, when I'm looking for it, I can't find it, and there's only 36 cards. There it is. So that's the lily. Yeah. Sometimes it means an older person in your life. It could definitely mean that too. It can definitely mean that there's an older person in your life. Oops. So, yeah. You were learning. Oh, Raina, that's terrible. You were learning Lenormand, but your teacher quit. Yeah, you will find something you love. You just, you have an obstacle. And like I said, the obstacle is the long distance commute shown by the ship. If you had the rider, that would be a short distance. But if you have the ship, that's a long distance, right? That's a journey. And but you don't see it as an obstacle. You don't see it that way. Not right now, you don't. Things are a little foggy. But it is. That's the obstacle, those three things. But then the heart was definitely telling me that you will love your new job. So, yeah. So, you'll find a new job. You'll love it. The heart says that. Just don't worry so much. That's what the mice are telling you. That you are worried. You're real worried. Yes. I've heard complete opposites also on this card, where it does mean purity and things that go along with, any synonyms that go along with the word purity, basically. But I've heard the snake. I'm sorry, no, the whip or the broom. In this deck, it's called the broom. It can be, in some decks it's the whip, some decks it's the broom. It's the same number, same card number. It goes along with the same regular card, number 11. It goes along with the Jack of Clubs. It's card number 11. Card number 11 in some decks is a whip, some it's a broom. It's okay though. Yes, Lenormand definitely gets to the point faster. The readings are much, much faster. So yes, I've heard that the broom can be the same, like the lilies, where the lily is sex and power and control and stuff like that. But to me personally, from what I've learned and read and stuff like that, the broom is more of arguments and fights and hurt feelings, sweeping things away, getting rid of things that cause you problems, that cause you pain. Yep. Lily is a pure flower. Until you get to know her. And then she isn't anymore. terrible, I know. Yep, the information is absolutely straightforward. It is very clear. It kind of clears things up a lot faster than tarot. See, she's got the memory of a goldfish, and I have the attention span of a flea. So, yep. My mind has a million things going on at one time. It's like all over the place. Right now, I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, okay, there's like a million other things I should do. What am I going to do when I'm done with this? Where am I going to go? What am I going to do? What do I have to do? What's going on in the house? What's happening here? What's happening there? Do the dogs have to go out? Do I have to check on everybody? It's craziness. It's crazy. It gets crazy in my head. But sometimes it's very funny. I have a good memory, too. Yeah, see, your attention span's a little bigger than mine, Raina. Just a little bit. But yeah, that's the difference. I mean, that's really the difference between Lenormand and tarot, right? You have tarot and you have Lenormand, right? So tarot, you read this, right? You read the whole picture. She looks unhappy, so she's not happy. She's got more than she needs because she's got all these cups, right? And there's really not a whole lot of emotion because there's no emotion there because there's not really any water in there, and she's got this. She's got this beautiful background, but she doesn't care to see it. She doesn't want anything to do with it. She's just very dissatisfied, very kind of bored, right? She has too much. She's had too much of something. Otherwise, you look at the fox. I don't care what he's doing. Makes no difference what this picture is. I could take the deck of playing cards and write on them based on what these cards are. Like here is the 9 of clubs. I could take the 9 of clubs and write the word fox on it and the number 14, and it would mean the exact same thing to me. It has nothing to do with pictures. This one is all picture related. This one is all words and memorizing specific words, keywords. Tarot, there might be a few keywords here and there, right? There might be some, but a lot of times the cards, you read the pictures to the person who is asking the question, and that's kind of how it works. Your daughter asked if you had dementia. That's terrible. Funny, but terrible. Yeah. I was going to take that ginkgo biloba stuff for memory, but I forgot to take it. All right, guys, you know what? It's been an hour. It's been over an hour. It's been an hour and 15 minutes because I started really early. I started at quarter after 2. Right after MPT show was over, I pretty much came in here and started. So I'm getting out. Thank you so much for those of you who donated. I do appreciate that. And I hope your readings were good. I'll be back. We'll do the regular show tonight at 6:00. It'll be great. It'll be a great show. Everybody will be there. And it'll be back to good old tarot tonight. So I'm excited about that. It's always fun. I have to tell you, last night I had sort of a little panic attack after doing my Lenormand readings because I was scared to death to do them for people. But then the more I thought about it, the better I felt. And the better I felt, I got over it, and that was the end of it. So, but all right, I will be back tonight at 6 o'clock. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here and for your support and for your donations. I do appreciate your generosity. Thank you very, very much. All right, I will see you all at 6 o'clock Eastern Time. Okay, thanks. Bye.